Good evening. Today on State of Awareness Part 6, I'm going to be talking about empowering those that are in your community, okay, and inner city. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about how to empower people in your community, the businesses, and not just the businesses, but the person's actually a deterrent from actually creating something that would allow the people in the black society in order for the black people in the black society to progress, okay, in our communities. The first thing I want to talk about is if you see someone selling something like lawnmowers or anything like that, or someone, and I'm quite sure people need money, so they go pawning off a lot of different items like tools like shovels and rakes and push brooms and lawnmowers off to these little thrift shops. But what's the use of that if they don't sell them to the people who actually needs them? Okay, if the person in the thrift shop is selling lawnmowers and the lots or the condition of the environment is pretty much in disarray, then they shouldn't even be taking in these items. Okay, neither should they be selling them. They should be redistributing them back into the communities where they are needed, so that they can sell these items. I mean, not sell them. Excuse me, not sell it, but use these items to enhance the beauty in the communities in which these people live. Okay. Another thing is that there's a lot of different things that can take place in the black community that isn't really taking place. Again, one thing could be is just talking to our youth. Okay, there's a lot of young black men or some middle-aged black men out there that are trying to make amends for the damage they did in their past. Okay, these are individuals that possibly went to prison and did serve their time because they either sold drugs, robbed, stole, whatever the situation is. But now they're trying to be an active participant in the community. They learned their lesson. Okay, I'm not saying everyone learns their lesson, but these individuals out there can actually give good advice to a lot of young black men in the black community, telling them where they made their mistakes and how they can prevent from making these same mistakes. Now, these young black men that come out of the institutions or from being incarcerated, or whatever the word they're using right now, they can actually talk to these youth, okay, and explain to them that I made a lot of wrong decisions, okay? And since I made these wrong decisions, I paid for those mistakes that I made. And I'm trying to correct these mistakes by talking to you and try to get you to understand that school is very important. It is very important, not only for the progression of, or the progress of the black youth, but well off into their adulthood. As you know, America is the modern day Rome. And you have to basically learn the things that's necessary in order to function in this society. Another way you're going to learn by functioning in this society is by doing the right thing. And what I mean by doing the right thing is helping others. Encourage charity amongst the youth. Explain to them that, okay, it's okay to go out and help people. Okay, everything that you do shouldn't be to a point where you have to get paid for it. And some of you older people, okay, you have planted in a lot of these young youth's mind that, well, I make them work hard for their money. You know what? See, sometimes this is a deterrent. All right. You can, if you work with them or explain to them why they have to work hard. Hard work builds character. Okay. Not only does it build character, It creates endurance, mental strength, and allow you to be able to make decisions under stressful situations. Okay? And not only that, it also encourages and help you to be able to work with other people, communicate, and network. Okay? And by you networking with other young people, or by the young person networking with older people, the older person must give this young person the opportunity to explain their ideals. A lot of ideals may not be on the same level as the older black adult, okay, older black man, but they have an opinion as well, okay? Now, I want you to understand one thing. The European society and the black society are not the same. Okay, we have a black president, President Obama. He's a wonderful black man. He's inspirational, has been inspiration to a lot of black youths. But again, when Obama became president, how come the blacks in the inner city didn't show him the love and the respect that he needed of being a black man and being a black president, the first black president? For number one, as soon as Obama became president, the black crime rate should have went down. We should have jumped right on the bandwagon. The black community crime rate should have went down. Our community should be clean. We should have showed them that after all our struggles, we have a black president, and now what we're going to do, we're going to show him, we're going to support him by enhancing our community and sticking together and making our community work. Obama got in office. The first thing the black community wanted to do was what? Have their hand out. That's the first thing they wanted. They have their hand out, asking him, "Can you do this? You're gonna give me this. You know what? That is a whole slave mentality. Begging." Myself, I believe in a person working. Okay, work for everything you get. If you don't have it, find out someone who does have it and try to work something out with that person, work for that person until you can acquire that item. There's going to be a time when the monetary system in which the European race has actually have presented to us is going to run out. And when that run out, what do you think is actually going to happen to our society? We must have a structure in place ready, okay? We must have a structure in place ready to be able to manage and to be able to progress forward, move forward in our lives without their monetary forms of income. In a black society, the only thing most of us, or young youths, the only thing that they actually think about is one thing: how many women they're going to get, who can they influence, and who they can intimidate. Okay? Another thing that I realized and I found out in the black community is that whenever a black person is hurt or become a victim of gun violence by another race, the first thing the black community say is racism. But then they do not do that when a black person in your community go up and try to hurt someone or kill someone in your community. No, the blacks do not rise up against these offenders and go out and march in front of their places, their drug houses and things like that, and say, "Hey, we want you out," and this and that. They don't do that. They only do it to the European race. And my question is why? Why do the black community only rise up when an opposite race, okay, chastise a person that's disobedient or become a threat, okay, to their well-being. Another example is the Travon Martin incident, okay. I believe in stand your ground. I am a weapons licensed carrier. I carry my weapon, and the thing is this. All right. I'm not saying that the situation was right or wrong. I'm not going to get into that because of the fact that it becomes a very controversial type of thing. But some of our youth need to respect older people and quit thinking that just because a person is another race that you don't have to listen to them. At what point in your life do you think you do not have to listen to an older person of authority? Most women, okay, bring their kids up thinking this. Bringing their kids up thinking that you don't have to listen to that man, he's not your father. Well, that there alone caused a conflict between the authority figure and the person that's supposed to be a person that's supposed to be submissive to that person that is in authority. Okay, so I'm going to continue this on in my next segment in part 7 of State of Awareness. So if you have any questions or you have any concerns or something you think I need to talk about, you can either comment on that part and I will try to answer as many questions as I can. Okay? All right. Thank you very much.